Hi guys, my name is Kat Fowler. In George Mason world, you'll see my name is Mary Fowler, but I go by Kat. So today I'm going to be summarizing coercion and its fallouts, Chapter 1, the coercive world. The world is full of coercion. So the chapter starts out by telling you essentially this: the world is full of coercion. It gives you a couple specific examples about environmental coercion and social coercion. So examples of environmental coercion would be things like put on your winter coat or you'll freeze to death. Put on your sunscreen or you'll get burned. Some examples of social coercion are you need to lose weight or you'll die. So in that case, that might be something more like what you hear from a doctor. So by following these simple warnings, in a way, the author says that we are accepting coercion. The author argues that instead of using threats, we should use more productive approaches, such as positive reinforcement, or to at least help develop a plan to meet a specific goal. So if my doctor tells me that I need to lose weight or I'm going to die, instead of saying that, he or she would probably get a better reaction from me if they sat down with me and came up with a positive meal plan, maybe an exercise routine, something that would help promote positive steps instead of threatening me in the sense that I might die. So instead of listing those dangerous side effects, they could help me create a positive plan. By simply using negativity and threats, I'm more likely to elicit avoidance or escape to my doctor's advice of losing weight, meaning I probably won't go back to him or her, or yeah. So another example would be natural disasters. So we almost become desensitized to them. In other words, by accepting natural disasters as coercion, we seem to write them off. Well, it's going to happen at some point. Eventually, if I live in Florida, there's going to be a hurricane. We become desensitized to them. Environmental coercion also makes its way into our language. You see it in a lot of various novels or even poetry. They're burning with desire, or they're hungry for touch. So the hostile community, by accepting social coercion as the normal, we take social coercion as something that is normal. Do this or else. Two major examples from the book were students and criminals. Both are expected to learn by being threatened. Students experience coercion within the school setting. They get either you get good grades or you fail. At the high school level, students are told that they need to get good grades or they won't graduate. For criminals, they're told to obey the law or they'll go to prison. Many aspects of our daily lives use coercion over other methods, such as positive reinforcement. If you take the news, for example, we see daily news clips of coercion in the workplace, at schools, within family structures. Coercion is even prevalent in the funnies column of the newspaper. The author argues that cartoonists have an eye for coercion, often making it the butt of a joke or a punchline. So ultimately, we experience coercion all throughout our lives. As children, we are coerced as a form of learning. For example, I'm sure most of us have heard from our parents, either finish your meal or finish your vegetables or you won't get dessert. Some other examples are as we're teenagers, you might experience or have experienced, or as a high school teacher, I see this all the time. Do this or I won't be friends with you. There's a lot of pressure to do, to feel, or to say specific things or else. As old people, the book also gives some examples of the coercion from pharmaceutical companies, especially with old people. As you age, you need these medications or you'll die. So, harsh world. So overall, social controls sneak into our lives, and So social controls sneak into our lives because we underestimate them. So that's my summary for Chapter 1 of Coercion and its fallouts. So here's my question for you. What examples of coercion have you seen or experienced? Look forward to reading your responses. Have a great night. Bye.